രാജേഷ് വെങ്കിട്ടരമണൻ 80 വാക്ക് ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് സ്പീഡ് ഡിക്റ്റേഷൻ KGT ലോവർ ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഷോർട്ട് ആൻഡ് പരീക്ഷയ്ക്ക് പോകുന്നവർ ഇത് എഴുതിയാൽ വളരെ ഗുണം ലഭിക്കുന്നതാണ്. ഓരോ ഡിക്റ്റേഷനും 5-6 പ്രാവശ്യം വെച്ച് പ്രാക്ടീസ് ചെയ്യണം. Gentlemen, I am not going to refer in any detail to the Employees State Insurance Corporation, which as at present functioning can be considered purely as a curative dispensary or hospital for the common sufferings which are prevalent in the community, besides giving a certain amount of cash payments during the absence of the employees on account of illness and certain restricted compensation awarded for accidents which are preventable or otherwise it cannot be claimed by any keen observer that a serious thought has been given to the rectification of the lapses in industrial concerns with references to occupational hazards, nor has this organization taken note of the value of prophylaxis, both with regard to health hazards and accidents, probably due to the restricted financial outlay or because of the magnitude of the problem. The movement for an effective implementation of industrial health and hygiene has not been included in their scheme, and if it is included, most of us have not seen any progress in the past 2 decades of the working of the corporation in this direction. On the other hand, there has been complaints of increased absenteeism on account of liberal leave facilities, and this has not helped to keep up productivity in the industry. I would like to narrate some of the qualifications which are expected for a full-time industrial medical officer, which has been very nicely pointed out by Dr. Donald Hunter, whose lecturers on occupational health I had the privilege of attending while in England in the year 1938. Much water has flown below the bridge since then, and the demands expected from a medical officer has definitely increased proportionately. He requires a prolonged course of study for a special diploma, usually of a university. The details need not be given here, but let it suffice to say that he must be prepared to make himself technically minded to the degree that used to be brought quite foreign to the sphere of practical medicine. Lighting, heating, ventilation, humidity, dust control, prevention of omission of toxic gas and fuel, optimism methods of working, weightlifting, shift system, methods of avoiding boredom in repetitive work, adjustment of human relations, detection and removal of sources of friction and fear, investigation of processes known or suspected to lead to disease, development of physical and clinical methods to determine absorption by the worker of dangerous compounds, maintenance of high standards of hygiene and sanitation, control of nutritional standards in canteen, development of best techniques for the treatment of injuries and poisoning all come within the scope of environmental study of industrial environment. He appreciates the background against which to place new entrants for rehabilitating the injured and partly disabled, for choosing alternative work for a man who has been sick, for elucidating possible causes of acute and chronic illness among the workers. The full-time industrial doctor must be so well trained that he will command respect and will be invited to cooperate with the managers, workers, engineers, chemists, and architects. One of the most interesting duties must be bring into effective service of industry and discoveries of research worker.